Donald, you said you apologize? No, I would never say that. I apologize.
That's pretty good. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 66 of the Up Real Late podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here, as always, by Tim McGavick.
Feeling fantastic.
Nice.
My Jays won. I'm a little under the weather, but that's okay.
You'll survive.
Yeah.
Also here is Tyler Switolski.
I did not watch the game.
Good on you.
Bizarre.
And Adam Franey.
I did. And it was fucking glorious.
Nice. Let's run down some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to discuss the last film that we watched this week. And as well, we have a review of the week, which this week is The Girl on the Train. So we're going to talk about that in a bit. And we do have a couple of news topics to discuss. A couple of trailers came out this week, including Get Out, Power Rangers trailer came out, and John Wick 2. So we're going to get to those later. And if you do want to skip ahead to any of those timestamps, topics, you can click on the timestamps in the description box below. And you can skip ahead. And don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, Tim, you want to start us off this week with your last scene?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
You guys know I watched this because I had to... Didn't get a chance to watch a new one. I had to go from a previous week.
You did a rewatch?
No.
what do you mean?
I hadn't last seen it before.
Oh, okay.
Swiss Army Man.
Oh.
2016 film. 2015?
2016.
2016.
16.
Written and directed by Dan Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. Starring Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. A man stranded on an island is saved when the bloated and farting corpse of another man washes ashore. Together, the two go on a surreal trip to find a way home.
The farting part is essential.
Yes.
It is not a misnomer.
No. I thought it was like I heard this movie was about, the farting corpse movie. I was like, oh, he's just going to be farting for a little bit. No. Whole way through the movie.
Continuing farts.
It's weird.
Okay.
It's weird.
Is it what you expect it to be?
It is.
Expect the
Yeah,
unexpected.
it was a lot more like potty humor than I was expecting it to be. And it didn't give me the emotional punch that I was hoping for. Like, I felt this could have been like a really good like emotional journey for this guy
Yeah.
who's like alone in the world. And he finds this one person that he connects with is like a dead body.
Yeah.
But there are like some really good tender moments, some nice emotional moments, but in the end, it was kind of lacking that emotional punch. I find.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna love it. The score I love. I don't know if Scott's seen this.
I've seen this, yeah.
So the score is pretty much, it's all a cappella, so it's all just people's voices, and a lot of it is like in the first scene he's trying to hang himself and he's like singing a song, and then his voice, Paul Dano, he's like humming something, and then that hum becomes like the score for that scene, and then Daniel Radcliffe does it occasionally where he's like making like a musical sound, and then that transitions into the score, and that carries through the whole scene as well.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool moments, some pretty hilarious moments as well. There's some weird things that happen with Daniel Radcliffe.
Do you ever see a flashback to when he was alive, Daniel Radcliffe?
No.
Or is he introduced alive and then dies? No.
So
Nothing?
washes ashore dead.
Introduced as a bloated farting corpse.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yes.
And just stays a bloating.
Yeah.
Bloated.
What was his accent like? Remember we talked about that last time?
American.
American, okay.
Can't tell that he's British at all.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Really?
Great accent.
Yeah. He actually covers up well. Like, I saw Imperium. He covered it up really nicely in that one.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Something else he
Would
did.
you say he was great in this, Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, he doesn't do like...
He's fine.
He actually does quite a bit.
You say
It's to act as a dead person.
Yeah, so you got like Paul Dano like moving him around, and they wanted to use like a stunt double for like a lot of stuff where like Paul Dano's like dragging him stuff, but Dano's like, no, it's like as long as it's safe for me to do it, I'll do it myself. So like Paul Dano's like dragging his body around or has him like over his shoulder, like carrying him and stuff.
Shit.
Interesting movie. Probably worth checking out if you have like.
Sounds fun.
It's brisk. It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's
I'm in.
not a long movie.
Nice and easy.
I mean,
I had the same problem as you though, Tim. Like with like the ending.
Yeah.
It just
The ending is just.
I was hoping, just like you, I was hoping for there to be some like something else
Emotional
there.
message. Like,
But instead, it was like the opposite of what I expected.
Yeah.
It was like
what?
it was like deflated at the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? They're gonna do this? Like, fuck.
let's watch this.
Yeah?
It's you and I just
Yes.
hang out in robes
Okay.
and just nail this movie.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, the guy. It makes perfect sense. The guy that's about to kill himself, and the guy that's just a bloated, farting corpse.
Oh, my friends.
I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna hit this with a 3.
5. Okay.
3, I think. I saw it about a week ago. It hasn't left that long of an impression on me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, the ending. The
Glowing
ending could have been
praise.
like a lot better. Something emotional could have happened there, but
Didn't hit you in the
Didn't hit
feels. Alright.
Could have.
I would like to go next.
Go ahead, Ty.
If that's all right. Adam, I know you kind of were there, but
No, I don't.
okay. So
What you're talking
you guys know how a lot of the times when I review a movie, it's
Preface.
quote unquote greasy.
mhm.
Well, this one is just disgusting. There's no grease. It is just a disgusting watch. Last scene.
Here we go.
In their new overseas home, an American family soon finds themselves caught in the middle of a coup, and they frantically look for a safe
Oh,
escape
I know what you mean.
from an environment where foreigners are being immediately executed.
Owen Wilson.
2015's No Escape, starring Owen Wilson, Lake Bell, Pierce Brosnan.
I see why you watched it.
Explained, yeah. It's been explained now.
I watched it. I needed a quick movie. Actually, I forgot about my last scene until I woke up this morning.
Oh god.
So I looked at my Netflix queue. No Escape was right there. I'm like, that's the one.
How convenient.
That's
eh?
what I'm watching.
Mm.
I thought this was a comedy,
Oh, are you
It is
kidding?
not a comedy.
No.
action thriller, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off by saying Owen Wilson, stick to comedy.
Ruthless.
It is not that he's bad, not that he's bad in this, but when you spend your entire career making comedies and you jump right into doing something like this, not received well. Like
Behind Enemy Lines, he did do an action thriller.
I remember that being decent.
I remember it being good.
I have not seen
I
that.
was
I'll
like
have to check
15.
that out.
Yeah, that was like 15 years ago, 16
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah,
Early 2000s.
I'll have to check that out for sure. Overall, not an amazing movie.
No?
It was very,
Escape?
very subpar in all categories. The
Shocking.
writing was
Oh,
cookie cutter. It was
You don't
nothing that we hadn't seen before. I can't remember the exact country that they were in.
some shithole. No doubt.
It's a third world country, but like when they
Cambodia,
something like
Thailand.
that. It was like they were like, I'm assuming, rebels or like just ordinary citizens that were fighting back against their government, and they were like protesting the foreigners being there. There's a little more to the story than that, but that's pretty much what it was. They made them out to be like savages, which I didn't really like. They were supposed to be like ordinary
I don't
citizens
like
I
that.
heard
protesting.
I heard that it was
Really?
kind of racist.
It was
Really?
very racist.
Very Clint Eastwood.
It was like bad. Like they made them out to be like jungle savages.
Jesus.
Like they at one point they catch Owen Wilson's wife and like they're holding them both down, and a group of them go to attempt to rape her. It's just like, you guys are ordinary citizens. Why are you raping people? Like
I
it's-
bet they were scared when Owen Wilson came after.
Yeah,
them.
I know, right?
Terrifying.
Guys, no, stop it.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan was actually pretty cool in this. His accent was different. I couldn't quite peg it. Actually, kind of sounded kind of South African. It was really weird. But then like he just kept referencing himself as British, which was even weirder. But he was barely in it, which I thought was surprising.
I also heard that
devastated.
he was almost like a cameo.
Yeah,
He had almost like a
He was-
glorified cameo.
in it for the first 5 minutes, and then all this shit goes down, and then he's in it for another 10 maybe, and that's it.
So you wanted to see a 007 resurgence with your boy.
I at least wanted to
Pierce.
see like a hint of that. I didn't even get a
Right.
hint of it.
Not nothing.
Just less
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah,
You got
Maybe
Owen
that was
Wilson.
it.
I got Owen Wilson in an action thriller.
So, I think we all see what's going on here.
This was
There's a new Bond to be.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson's.
I want
trying out.
Owen Wilson.
Pierce Brosnan passed the torch.
Guys, his name's Bond. No. So just overall, just not good. Like the
on
e-
your
e-
nose.
even the ending. Like when we got to the ending, it's just like, okay, this happened. It feels like nothing happened. This entire journey was for nothing. It felt like it was the ending, like story wise, it was missing something. So just, if
I have a question.
yeah,
There's quite the it's like I guess a gimmick or whatever of the trailer that everyone knows. Like him throwing the girl across the roof. Do you guys remember that in the trailer?
No, but okay.
It's like a slow motion scene. He like grabs his daughter, I guess. Right?
I'll explain what happens quickly.
He like throws her.
They're trapped on a rooftop of the hotel, and the rebels are, I guess, or citizens. I don't know. It's very confusing. They're going up to the roof and trying to break in, and so the only way to escape is to jump from one roof to another.
Right.
So his wife, Lake Bell, jumps across and makes it. Pretty awesome, actually. So he has to throw his 2 daughters, and then he has to jump himself. There's no way Owen Wilson, being physically who he is, could throw these like 7 and 8-year-old daughters over this gap.
Wait, so did they like do like a run and like he like tossed them?
Nope.
Or did he just pick them up and
He
just
physically
threw them?
Didn't even overhand. He just like this and just whipped them like that. Like he just whipped them from a sidewards position. Just threw them.
The trailer was cut, of course. It's like slow-mo. He like chucks her and she's mid-jump, like at the peak of the jump, and then it cuts. Black, no escape.
Amazing.
Just so you know, that slow-mo continues on the rest of the shot and just keeps going.
I need to know. Did the girls make it across?
The girls made it across. The second one almost. She when he threw her, she held on. And like she's like no, and she grabbed onto him. They both almost fell off the roof.
The worst thing you could do.
Right?
What an idiot!
Like, no, you're coming with me.
Oh God! No.
And so they both almost died at that point. From just sheer stupidity.
Yeah. One can dream.
I'm gonna give this
a 5.
Are we on 6 bangs yet? Can we do that yet?
No.
Yes.
No? Are we on 0 bangs? Can we do 0 bangs? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I did it. I did the Ghostbusters. Inaugural 0 bang.
I 0 banged Fantastic Four, I think.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I gave it a half star because they wouldn't let me give it a 0 star.
Maybe 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm probably gonna give this a heavy 1.
Oh.
A heavy 1.
I'll be checking this out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like having you do these last scenes because you can, like, it's nice to know someone who sees these movies.
Yeah, the shit movies.
The only
the
person
schlop that no one wants to see, you can just watch them and then confirm that they're schlop.
You swim through the ocean of shit.
I do.
Every week.
That is my
dirty
viewing
job.
experience.
Someone's got to do it.
We commend you.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm going to jump in.
Yeah,
next
Scotty,
to
you
that
jump in
scene.
there.
Sorry, Adam. I know you're
No.
real excited
I don't
there
care.
to go ahead there.
Also poo-poo.
In 1970s America, a detective works to bring down the drug empire of Frank Lucas, a heroin kingpin from Manhattan who is smuggling the drug into the country from the Far East.
You watched...
Hello?
No. Christopher Walken?
No.
No?
I wasn't really paying attention. I heard drug smuggling.
American Gangster.
2007.
Oh,
Yeah.
You little
Also, I think
bitch.
Blow was cocaine, not heroin.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay.
Directed by Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Which
What?
I didn't realize
Really?
this.
Wait, what was the movie,
until
sir?
American Gangster.
Okay. Oh, American Gangster. Okay.
Have you seen it?
No, I know.
I watched the whole movie. It's almost 3 hours long. It's like 2 hours and 50 minutes or something. And then the credits rolled. It said directed by Ridley Scott. I was like,
I had no idea.
starring Denzel Washington as Frank Lucas and Russell Crowe as Richie Roberts, who's the detective trying to bring him down. And a pretty big supporting cast. Josh Brolin, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Carlo Gugino, RZA, T.I., Common.
Oh,
Hold on, his name's RZA? I was saying RZA for like...
the RZA.
Okay.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba
I'm in.
in a
I'm in. Rewatch. Oh.
smaller role than I thought, but
Great
good.
scene. Yeah.
Great scene. Couple scenes. John Hawkes also, and Cuba Gooding Jr.
I'm out.
Do not remember Cuba Gooding Jr. in this movie even a little bit.
Don't remember Cuba Gooding Jr.
He
at all.
played like a rival, like, gangster. Who was like flashy, had like fur.
Oh
and,
my
like,
god, really?
Yeah.
I'd
Makes
love
sense.
to see that.
Like big.
I
Like,
have seen this movie. I don't remember it at all. I was
have
like
you guys
12.
also? Have you
I've
guys
seen
seen
it,
it?
yeah.
It's on my watch list.
It's probably been a while for you guys. Eh? It came
Yeah, I
out
saw it when it first
2007.
came out, yeah.
I saw it in the theater and never again.
Wow.
But I remember liking it. I remember that.
Yeah.
This movie's great.
Great.
I really enjoyed it. I didn't
Really
expect.
enjoyed it.
I thought because I have had it for a while, and I've seen the runtime. Like, oh god, and it's like Denzel like rising to become like a big gangster. I'm like, I've seen Scarface. I've seen like all these other like
Seen
movies.
Scarface. I'm good.
I've seen like Godfather. I've seen these other ones like Do I need to see Denzel doing it? Like, what's the draw here?
That is the dry gas, right?
But honestly, like, I enjoyed Russell Crowe's part more. Like, the detective trying to, like, catch Denzel, like, and it was less of a piece just about Denzel's character, and it was more like about these two guys fighting against each other, basically. And like, it was like half Russell Crowe, half Denzel, which I really enjoyed. Because Russell Crowe, he plays this detective who, like, literally everyone in the department hates him because him and his partner found like $1 million worth of like drug money, and at the time, like, the normal thing to do would be to just keep it and give it to all the other dirty cops.
Sick.
But he actually turned it in, like $1 million. Like, no one did that, and so everyone in the department just hated him for it because he did the right thing, and he was basically fighting like corrupt cops like Josh Brolin the whole time. And I really enjoyed when they finally like meet, like at the end. Like there's a couple scenes at the end that were really great. But yeah, overall the acting was great. One thing that really surprised me was the cinematography. The way that they shot it, like Ridley Scott, I'm not sure if it was the cameras or how they did the color like grading or whatever, but it looked like it was shot like in the 70s.
Really?
Which I like.
I just saw like a picture on my phone of Russell Crowe in it, and it does look like it's a movie from the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And like just the sets and everything, like it felt like authentic, which I really appreciate. And after seeing Ridley Scott as the director,
right?
like it makes sense, like because he goes all out with the visuals, right?
How was Denzel in it?
He was great.
Yeah, was it? Because
2007 Denzel, like he
Prime.
plays that kind of like stoic, like calm persona, but then he like snaps at certain points.
Okay.
And just has this like internal rage.
When was Training Day?
2004.
Training Day was 2001 or something, right?
2001.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys
Fire was after that.
You guys have told me like after Training Day, like he just starts kind of slipping.
That's
in
just
and
my
doing-
opinion.
That's your opinion. Okay.
I'll take claim for that.
Okay, because like I've seen that, like him keep doing the same thing over and over. So, but would you say this is before that?
No.
This is actually 6 years after, so I guess I'm wrong. He's getting it because I can't remember it.
He was good.
Okay.
He was good. I liked
To be
him.
fair, no Oscar nomination for it. I thought he did. Well,
Everyone else was solid, but I like Denzel. I like Russell Crowe though was my favorite. I think he was great in it.
really.
There was some like side stories like with Russell Crowe's like ex-wife like divorce proceedings thing that just like I don't care, like it didn't like
Okay.
it didn't lead to anything
Yeah.
in the movie. Like it was just like this random side like tangent, but it
Right.
didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like if that like led to something, like then great, but it didn't. So, but overall, I'd recommend it. I don't know why took me this long to watch it. 9 years.
I just checked the Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie. 80%.
Yeah.
Shockingly, Training Day, 72%.
Wow.
This is higher than Training Day. I'm like astonished. Training Day is so low. Like, what the fuck?
That's pretty crazy.
Crazy, right?
I'm surprised Training Day is so low.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like 80%. Yeah, that sounds about right. But then Training Day 72. Like, what?
The one thing I didn't love also, besides that divorce side tangent, was like the ending was like I realized he's a real person, and like they had to like tell the true story of what happened at the end. But I feel like it took some of the air out of it.
A Black Mass situation.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen it, but I don't know. It just felt a little bit like sometimes like just do like a more fictionalized version of it and just end it instead of like going on this long like drawn out like epilogue thing. And I'm just like,
I hate that.
like, just cut it there. You don't have to like keep going. So
In case you guys are curious, I checked the Rotten Tomato score for No Escape.
I am curious. 25?
45.
45.
Much higher than I thought.
Much higher than I would have expected.
Box office,
That's sad.
54 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Disturbing.
Yeah.
Disturbing.
Anyways.
I'm going to give American Gangster 4 to 5 reels.
Sounds about right.
I enjoyed it.
Good.
Adam.
Well, Scott,
Oh, you didn't go yet?
I have a little tie-in for you.
Oh. Oh, ties tie in there.
I believe they call it a ties tie-in.
I haven't done one of those in a while.
Doesn't tie into the movie of the week. Ties
Oh.
into Scott's last scene.
Oh.
A U.S. Army officer, despondent about a deadly mistake he made, investigates a female chopper commander's worthiness for the Medal of Honor.
I think I've seen this.
Any bells being rung at all,
No.
boys? Courage Under Fire, starring one, Denzel Washington,
Oh.
co-starring one, Meg Ryan, Lou Diamond Phillips,
Hey.
Matt
Leave
Damon.
Meg, don't laugh at Meg Ryan.
Dude, don't you laugh at Meg Ryan, bro. What's wrong with you? Regina Taylor?
No, it's
Zeljko Ivanek? Scott Glenn? Sean Astin, my boy, among many others. You might be wondering, Adam, fairly obscure movie, why'd you watch it? Let me tell you.
It was on TV.
It's on Netflix. And directed by my boy, Eddie Zwick, director of Glory, The Last Samurai, and Blood Diamond. The most underrated director, in my humble opinion.
Did he do Pawn Sacrifice as well?
Yeah, Sand, Love, and Other Drugs. And he's doing the new Jack Reacher.
Right.
This movie's very good. Very
Really?
good. Didn't blow me away, but it's good. He's 4 for 4 in my books from movies I've seen. 4 movies I've seen by Eddie Zwick. Yeah, it's your typical like war drama. It was funny when it opened. I was like, oh god, this is so like hoorah, like America, because it opens in like a tank battle scene. Sweetie, you'd love it.
I'm in.
Yeah, lots of explosions. Sean Astin, right?
Aston.
I always want to call him Sean Ashmore. Sean
No.
Astin.
Aston Martin. Sean Aston Martin.
Right. He's like on the cannon of the tank, just freaking out.
Turret.
Great performance. The turret, if you will. Just like having a meltdown, and Denzel's like, snap out of it! Keep your eyes on the fucking enemy! Just like going off on him. I'm like, ooh, damn. Samwise Gamgee getting it hard from Denzel. This is actually before Lord of the Rings, now that I just clued in. This
Quite a
is
bit before, yeah.
yeah, 1996. Wow. That
Wow.
just blew my mind.
96.
4 years before.
It's wild. And it's like I was saying, so it's like very hoorah, like America taking over, like just blowing away all these like Afghanistan
awesome.
soldiers.
Freedom!
Freedom. And then this is the opening of the movie, it's not a spoiler. And then, you know, Denzel's like going off on Sean Astin, and he's like, fire, fire, fire. Blows up a tank, they're all like celebrating, and he's like, sir? He's like, what? Just hit a friendly, like I just committed friendly fire, that's one of our people. Fucking within 10 minutes, whole movie's flipped on its head. I'm like, oh. Shit. And then from then on, it just becomes like an anti-war movie. I was like, thank God.
Damn it.
I was so scared it was going to be like, you know, like over, like patriotism, like American Sniper bullshit.
So you're telling me it's an anti-war movie now?
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that. I will not be watching this.
What? Why?
Because I want
You love
explosions.
the war?
And
Oh,
awesome.
okay. I see. Right. You're pro-war.
No, I'm just pro explosions.
That's fair. But,
Oh.
are you ready for this?
Ready?
Denzel has to, like I was saying, investigate this case, right? Because he's a corporal in the army, and he's working on this case of what happened with Meg Ryan and her whole crew's mission, because she crash lands like into a battlefield in this chopper with Matt Damon and Lou Diamond Phillips and some other crew members. So it's like a sort of a courtroom drama mixed with, you know, a mystery. He's like trying to uncover all these details, but it's peppered with flashbacks to the like battle sequences. So for the, you know, the mindless, you can still get your thrills
I'm in.
from these. It gave me a feeling of like, I think that's a Billy's halftime walk or whatever.
Billy Lynn's long half
Billy Zane's.
Zane's
Halftime
long
walk.
halftime walk.
It's a long walk.
Right. Well directed. Denzel was great as always. Meg Ryan was actually good. She had like a southern accent,
Oh,
which was shocking.
Good.
Guy who stole the movie for me though. Any guesses?
Denzel?
Sam was
No.
Matt Damon.
Close.
Yes.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon
Really?
stole this motherfucker.
Is this the same year
I'll
as
tell you
Saving
why.
Private Ryan?
No, it's 2 years before.
2 years before.
This is 2 years before? Really? Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wow. He needs to be saved in the war a lot, eh?
Spoiler.
Well, no, because it's flashing back, right? So he stole the movie because in the flashback scenes of like when he's in this chopper that goes down or whatever with Meg Ryan, he's just like a buff, normal-looking army dude. But Denzel goes to interview him throughout the movie, present day, and he's like anorexic with like fucked up teeth, like unrecognizable. So I'm reading up on it. I'm like, what is going on here?
How did he do that?
I lost 40 pounds
Wow.
for the role, but it's crazy because people do that all the time now, but he did it within the movie. Like, he starts out full normal body weight, and then, actually, like, as the movie goes forward, you can watch him get skinnier and skinnier.
Was it shot like chronologically? Like, how did they do that? With
It
his
must have
scenes?
been, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been, or he lost weight and then gained it. I don't know, it must have been chronological. And, yeah, he's just unrecognizable. Like, I'm shocked he wasn't up for the Academy Award, because he was, like, pretty amazing. Like, it literally looks like two different people. And that's part of the movie. He's, like, going and interviewing the survivors of the chopper wreck and seeing how all their lives are changed and everything. But, yeah, overall, kind of fairly standard, like, anti-war. I've kind of seen it before, but it didn't take away too much from it. It was still good. Probably give it a heavy 3, I'd say.
Okay.
Heavy 3.
The worst Eddie Zwick movie I've seen, but still good. Heavy 3.
Well, we still have more films to go.
Pawn Sacrifice is on the Netflix queue. It better be fucking good, Eddie. And Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Apparently I will be going back with Switty.
This week.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
This week.
This week?
That's this week?
So what we're seeing this week?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Oh, baby!
Well, get hype.
It's like I'm watching the first one this week.
No. My boy Zwicky.
Well, let's move on into our review of the week. This week is The Girl on the Train,
Oh.
directed by Tate Taylor, starring Emily Blunt, Haley Bennett, Justin Theroux, Luke Evans, Rebecca Ferguson,
Did not recognize her.
right?
Yeah.
Edgar Ramirez, Allison Janney, and Laura Prepon and Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow!
Donna and Phoebe themselves.
Yeah.
You guys can believe that.
So much to say.
Tim, how would you describe the synopsis of this movie?
A recovering alcoholic finds herself tangled in the middle of a criminal case involving a missing woman whom she knows from spying on from the train.
Interesting.
Enticing.
Interesting. And Tim, how do you feel about this movie?
I literally
Since you
saw
just
it.
watched
I literally
it.
just saw it this morning.
Really?
What?
10:30 show, $7.
What?
Snuck in some McDonald's into the theater.
Oh,
Tim, edit that out.
I become Adam.
yeah, Team Brady move right there.
I loved this trailer. I was like super pumped for this movie.
Yeah.
So give me a heart attack. See this movie.
And then I watched the movie and I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Okay, he says.
Me too.
It's not terrible. I thought the performances were all like pretty solid. Emily Blunt was great. I find this a lot with this can happen when you base a movie off a book. Is that I'm assuming the book's probably written in first person when they have like that. There's this movie broken into like a chapter about Rachel, about Anna, about Megan. I'm assuming that's all first person in the book, so you get like really into the people's minds and see like their motives and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't get that in this. I'm kind of confused about some of their motives over like why they did things that they did. And then also when you adapt a book, a lot of the dialogue tends to be like a little melodramatic and kind of flowery. It works well when you're reading it, but when like people are saying it, I'm just like, no one talks like this.
Yeah, it feels out of place.
It feels very out of place. I thought the atmosphere was pretty good. Like, it was tense, some solid mystery. I guess it was a good resolution.
You don't seem convinced.
It's kind of predictable, but not quite. Like, there are a couple things that I was surprised by, but I don't know. It didn't gel together as well as it could have, I don't think.
I'll agree with that. There was a lot. It's hard for me to really say. Like, this movie was good. I enjoyed this movie, but there was a lot of things that bugged me. I can't say any of them without spoiling anything. So you guys have to hold on to your hats. And
There's a lot of spoiler things we'll discuss later.
Yeah, but I thought performances were great. Suspenseful scenes were suspenseful. I thought everyone had just great. Like, Emily Blunt was phenomenal. I was blown out of the water by her, I think. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. You're all pretty quiet and not making eye contact with me right now.
Great.
Okay, good, okay.
She's always great.
All of her crying scenes were just phenomenal, I think.
She can cry.
She can cry.
She's a good crier.
The lady can cry. She's a good crier. Yeah, I can't really say much more than saying anything else without going into my opinion. But it was good. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good?
It wasn't really good. It was really good. It was better than No Escape. So
You really set a high bar.
by comparison, it was fucking amazing.
That's how everything should be judged.
Adam, what are your thoughts?
Okay.
Spit it out.
There's
My
no
thoughts?
escaping this. There's no escaping.
There's no escaping the girl on the train. I thought the trailer was great. Hooked me with the, Kanye song.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Whatever. Not that that's meant anything to me. It hooked me. And I think it may have been polishing a turd to an extent. Because didn't love the movie. Was pretty hype.
Did you like the movie?
Disappointed.
Have you seen No Escape?
I haven't seen No Escape.
I'm trying to think what you can compare it to.
For me, it felt like, I haven't seen the movie I'm going to reference, it felt like Emily Blunt's Southpaw. I felt she was giving an incredible performance, and the movie didn't live up to her performance. I was like...
I agree.
Emily
Fair
Blunt,
comparison,
Yeah.
having seen Southpaw.
I haven't seen it, but I heard that's exactly what Jake Gyllenhaal does. He, went so hard that the movie's just so average and, generic.
Right.
This, I'm just like, oh god, she's pouring her soul out, and no one else is giving her anything.
It's pretty much just every Johnny Depp movie then, he's just giving it 100%.
Whoa!
And it's just, the movies just aren't living out.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
That's one way to look at it, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. I thought some of the twists weren't, earned. And I didn't think the performances were great outside of Emily Blunt. I thought Luke Evans wasn't great. He was a little grated on me a little bit. Seeing Donna and Phoebe was just laugh out loud. I was like, why? There's a scene where Phoebe says, Rachel, I haven't seen you in a million years.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, friends.
Did not get that. Wow.
I got that too.
I literally laughed
Yeah,
out
I got
loud. And just seeing Donna just...
Well, have you seen Lisa Kudrow in anything else other than Friends?
No.
Okay, because that's really what she is. It's really the same. She's nothing more than a character actor now.
Right.
So that's really what she is.
Right.
So it's kind of. I see where you're going. I see your.
It was
your
distracting.
point. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hate the movie overall. I was intrigued by the mystery, but it didn't. I don't know. Just the reveal. A mystery movie like this really rides on the reveal, right?
Mm-hmm.
The obvious comparison I'd compare it to Gone Girl. When that reveal happens, I'm like, holy fuck, this is amazing. What now?
Yeah, the reveal in this, I don't think was handled that well. We can talk about it in spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll get to it in spoilers.
I think
but
they just slowly got to it.
Dragged out.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a great way to put it. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just kept building towards something that we like. Oh, okay. I think that's gonna
I
happen.
feel like I see where this is headed.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So they're just confirming that a little
Let's
more.
speed up this train.
Oh!
Audio high five.
Yeah, let me jump in. I'll agree with most things that have been said. I think Emily Blunt was great. I didn't think anyone was particularly bad, acting, but I don't think they were given much.
That's fair.
And yeah, the twist, or the reveal, I guess, like I kind of saw it coming. I'm like, and it kind of goes hand in hand with one of my main problems with this movie is that like I don't like anyone in this movie, which I don't necessarily think is
Like characters or actors?
characters.
Okay.
I like all these actors.
Yeah, so I
I
was
forgot
kind
about
of
that.
confused
I
for a
kind of
second.
agree.
Like, and that doesn't mean that I have to like everyone in a movie, or at least one person in the movie to like the movie.
Right,
Like I like movies about despicable people,
right.
But the movie has to make up for that.
right? But these people are just—they are just like why am I supposed to? Am I
never
supposed to
thought of
root
that.
for anyone?
Yeah,
Like, everyone is
self-absorbed.
despicable.
You know what? Emily Blunt, I think, is she had a great character. She's been through some shit. She has some alcohol
But she
issues.
makes some seriously questionable choices.
Don't we all?
I
Really?
can relate, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's
But-
very.
But I
Let's
found
not be
it
so quick to judge.
after some of the things she does. I'm like, why am I rooting for her?
She made bad decisions.
yeah, I
she's supposed to
can't
be the
believe
star, and it's
yeah.
just like, wait, why?
You're right.
And like Haley Bennett's just like makes some fucked up choices.
She just kept getting worse.
Luke Evans again, Rebecca Ferguson again, like
Justin
Edgar
Thoreau.
Ramirez. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
True.
Like, he's without spoiling anything.
Who's
like,
Edgar Ramirez?
The psychiatrist.
he played the psychiatrist. Like,
Oh.
literally, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Very true.
So yeah, like, I don't know. That's my main problem, basically.
I agree.
And I just don't care.
I agree. Anything good to say other than Emily Blunt?
I mean, cinematography was good. I thought. But
Actually, I didn't. I thought it looked kind of ugly. Actually, funny that you mentioned it. I hate that like fast, blurred camera like technique that it looks like a TV movie. Or
Ugly
something.
like it was lacking, or ugly like you just didn't like the form it was shot in?
I didn't like. I thought it looked cheap and like made for TV.
Okay.
Like the scenes of like people walking at her down the hall or down the tunnel in
Yeah.
the street. Just that like blurred, quick motion. Like,
Well, it was
just
supposed to be
looks
like
so-
that because she was like fogged.
Yeah.
She was drunk.
I get it.
More of a technique.
It just looks cheap. to
Oh,
me.
okay.
Just the visual look is so like made for TV, like just like local TV, low budget movie.
yeah,
Just killed me.
I feel like it was kind of what Tim was saying earlier, but it kind of felt like it was being handcuffed a little bit by the book. Like,
That's always.
I've heard the book's great.
Hmm.
Well, the girls behind us when we were watching it certainly thought the book was great. Scott, Ty, I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys noticed.
I heard a lot
I was
of what they were
fuming.
talking about during the movie.
Tim, you would have raged.
There was them, and then there were the two girls beside me that also would not shut up.
They were like, "Oh my god, they changed that from the book." No, yeah, I just read the book. They changed it. It's supposed to be.
See, at least you got like new info when you're listening to them. When I was like beside the girls, when I was beside them, they just sat there going like, one of them wasn't paying attention. He goes, "Oh no, see, she just did that." And it's just like,
Oh,
you're
the
literally
recap?
just reliving what just
Oh,
happened 30
that is
seconds ago.
worse.
That was way worse.
But yeah, like, it just felt like it would have been like a better literary adaptation than like a movie. Yeah, like you're sort of is assuming a lot of things that I feel like work better on the
I think
page.
the direction is the problem. I think it's
Yeah.
kind of poorly directed. Like this in the hands of like a David Fincher.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like right?
Unfair, but yeah.
It's unfair, but Tate Taylor, who did The Help, which I've heard is very good. I haven't seen it.
Very different movies. Like,
Yeah,
Very different.
incredibly
I wonder if
different.
this was like a passion thing for him, like something he really wanted to do. I don't know.
You must have read the book and liked it, I guess.
Okay.
He's one of those guys that talks in the theater. He's like, I changed that part.
You guys see that? I wasn't in there. I changed that.
Do you guys have anything else you want to mention?
No,
we
it's
give our
spoiled.
rating?
I kind of want to rate it just because there's a lot I want to talk about. The spoilers.
Tim, you want to start us off then?
Light 3.
Oh,
Agreed. Light 3.
I agree. Light 3.
Yeah, sure.
Very committed to his rating, Scott.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, it's
Fuck
not
it, I
like
guess.
completely like a 2.5, like middle of the road. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
there has some merit.
Yeah.
but
It wasn't.
give
It
it a
wasn't.
3.
It wasn't
I'll
shitty
bump it.
by means.
No, like it's
it's okay.
It was
Without-
better than...
If Emily Blunt had phoned it in 2.5,
Yeah.
but I'll boost it to a nice little 3 for
Yeah.
my girl.
Alright, gentlemen. Let's get into spoilers then. Anyone want to start us off?
I would like to start off. If
Ty.
that's all right. Sorry, Tim.
That's fine. I have nothing to say.
Okay. They did something in this movie that I hate when they do in movies. They show
ahead.
you one thing, and what's
Right.
actually happened is something completely different. That really angers me.
It's cheap.
It is, because like
Yes.
you're going along this way, like you're going, like you're following the movie, you're watching, and then all of a sudden everything you've watched is nothing.
Yeah, like I don't mind when they do certain things, like
Small
when
bits.
they show Haley Bennett having sex with a guy in the woods and you don't quite see his face. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Because
when
that like leaves a mystery up to like, is it? Because I was thinking, oh, is it her husband or is it
psychiatrist,
Edgar Ramirez, yeah.
Yeah. But when they explained it sort of with her like being so drunk that when she wakes up she doesn't remember anything. Kind of convenient that like that happens always.
But when she's freaking out and smashing a hallway mirror with a 9-iron, and then they flip it around and it's actually Justin Theroux smashing a mirror with a 9-iron, that pisses me off.
I mean, that's happened to all of us, right? We all got drunk and saw someone do
Why do you think I own
something.
a 9-iron? I've never played a game of golf in my life. And,
No,
but
that's
Yeah,
stupid.
that bothered me too. Like,
everything we've watched is not true.
okay, why? I get what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what she was told. But when you show it visually like that,
Like, show a smashed mirror and just saying this is like, or like do it better. Like, show a smashed mirror and say this is what you did. Don't like show her actually
Sure,
smashing.
show
the
something
mirror.
that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
sure.
pisses me off so much.
It's
Yeah, just
cheap.
show like a close up of the
Yeah,
of like hitting
Yeah.
the mirror.
With hands,
So that way there's
yeah.
still mystery of like who did it instead of being like Emily Blunt did it and
Yeah.
they're like just kidding.
Yeah.
I hate that, yeah.
That's
That's what I meant by unearned, like, twists.
Yeah.
It's
it's
bullshit.
cheap.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
And like the whole, and that this kind of goes in hand in hand. I didn't want to say it earlier, but I actually liked Justin Theroux's character in the beginning. I was like, hey, when I was thinking during the movie, I'm like, I don't care about anyone except I don't mind Justin Theroux. He seems like a decent person.
Right.
And then I'm like,
Not
obviously
that.
this can't continue.
Did you feel like that the entire time though?
No, and then obviously like things happen, and it's revealed that.
Well, for me, it was
doing what he's
like-
doing.
Like first like 5 to 10 minutes of seeing, I was like, this. I like this guy. You know, he's the good guy of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like, after 10 minutes, I was like, no, wait a
Like,
minute.
it's too good.
This seems weird. I don't
Yeah.
trust this guy at all.
I never just trust Justin Theroux.
No.
Oh, he always was a
like
creep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark eyebrows? No.
No.
No good.
You see him with an Irish accent. He's even
Oh.
more. He's even more weird.
I have...
And kind of going
too.
hand in hand with that like cheap technique is like the Edgar Ramirez like fake out. Like they're like focusing so much on Edgar Ramirez.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Remind me?
like I get it. Like it can't be him, but like when they do those reveals, like she's with Edgar Ramirez and it cuts to her like having sex with someone in the woods,
Yeah.
and then she like, comes back home. Luke Evans, all this stuff happens, and then they change it around that it's not. It wasn't actually Edgar Ramirez.
It actually wasn't
Justin
even-
Theroux,
Yeah.
but it's just the way they edited it.
It wasn't even
Like-
after like she'd been with a therapist. It was like much later, and so like they showed one time, and then they cut it, and then the immediate cut was something that happened like days later.
I mean, she might have been having sex with Justin Theroux while she was doing the whole.
Oh, that's
sessions
true.
with
Yeah.
Edgar
Okay. Yeah.
Ramirez.
Okay. I see what you mean. Okay.
But just the way that it like leads you down, you're just like, it just felt like forced or something.
Cheap. It was like.
Like I don't know.
I know what you mean. It's like...
It's deceptive.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not in like a good way where you're like surprised at the end.
Yeah. So like, I just feel like I've been lied to.
I just
this entire
felt
time.
like like deceived.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just-
you're like, wow, that's crazy. That's so good. You're just like, wait,
fuck you.
Fuck?
Like,
fuck you, Tate.
What was the other? There was one other thing that they did that.
I can jump in while
Yeah, you jump in while I'm trying to.
Haley
remember what it was.
Bennett. I thought she was pretty good in the movie. I will say, like performance-wise.
yeah.
And I felt bad for her and everything. Obviously, being murdered and all.
Yeah.
But then like just reveals more and more that she's just like a shitty person, like you said.
Right.
She's just fucking cheating on everyone.
Yeah.
And like the babe, can we talk about the baby death?
Yeah.
In the
No,
bathtub?
we can't talk about that.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, shit just got real.
I thought that was a good like character moment for her.
Yeah, me
Mm.
too.
Which it should have
I was
been
like,
more.
like I was crushed. Actually, it was good. But then I'm just like she just fucks everyone though.
So
Like,
now, because of that, she just turned into this massive slide.
Yeah. I had sex this one time and I had a baby, so now to get over that, I just sleep with more people.
Yeah, just.
It's not like
gross,
she plays
you know?
like a. She is damaged, but like in this sort of
Fucked up kind of way.
like they could have played it where she was more like what's the word I'm thinking of? Like you cared more.
You
about
wanted more
her?
sympathy for her.
Sympathy.
Yeah.
It could have been more sympathetic.
Right.
But no, she's just despicable. I don't know.
And like it's a baby she had with what her boyfriend's best friend,
No, her
Right.
brother.
Brother's best friend.
brother's best friend.
Yeah.
When she like ran away
Even
from
that's
him.
a little greasy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, don't do that to your bro, right?
Yeah.
Bros before hoes. And like, just I don't know, just yeah, you're right. And it never sunk in till now. I hate that I don't like any of the characters because I don't want to compare it again to Gone Girl, but the characters in that are like douchebaggy, like despicable people. Like Ben Affleck's pretty douchey, but
You
it's
feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel bad for
It
him.
creates a sympathetic character.
And
somehow.
just the mystery is so good. Like the reveals aren't cheap, so you forgive it and stuff.
It's kind of like the Breaking Bad thing. Like Walter White is like a pretty horrible person,
Yeah, when you think about it, yeah.
but yet you're invested in this character
Right,
and you want him to succeed,
exactly.
even though he's actually a disgusting human being.
But
So, like-
Scott, the guy has cancer though, so you can't hate him.
He's a great guy.
Right.
But
So like,
yeah,
but all the characters in this movie, they
Yeah.
don't have that quality.
They just
Yeah.
don't have that cancer in them.
Cops are pretty incompetent in it.
Yeah, I hated the girl cop.
Yeah.
Just really annoying. And
Oh, yeah.
I know they probably didn't show it. I mean, they didn't show it, but like, you find the body, and like the baby's doesn't match the psychiatrist or him. So like, I would immediately, if I was cop, be like investigating any male that she has contact with.
i.e. the
Right.
neighbor.
That would be your suspect.
Right.
Like, she's pregnant with like a baby that's not her husband's or the other guy that we know she's having an affair with. Let's just kind of
There's a third affair.
look up other guys. Maybe
ask
the nanny,
around.
maybe the house that she's been like staying in for like months.
Maybe
Maybe
do
that guy.
possibly door duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's those I see that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
That like the reveal is just like a logic gap that
Oh,
is
fuck.
like in real life.
The suspect was literally a stone's throw away.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The
What a slog through the mud.
Allison Janney is a
Well,
terrible
literally,
detective.
I guess, when Emily Blunt was going through that marsh.
Mm.
Slog through the mud.
Through the mud.
is there anything else you guys want to mention before we
No. Sick when she corkscrewed him in the neck.
That was sick.
I didn't like how like Rebecca Ferguson had like she was always she felt like she had like this confidence to her like throughout the movie. She was like she knew like she hated Emily Blunt's character. She knew like you have to deal with this. Like she had like her character had a certain confidence, right? Like a will.
Yes.
But then when it came to the end, it seemed like she had totally forgotten who she was. And when we find out that it is Justin Theroux who was the killer, she all of a sudden just loses her confidence and it's gone. And then once Emily Blunt stands up, then so she gets it back. She's like, "Oh, you stabbed him? Okay, I'm gonna stab him too. Then I guess." It's just like now's your confidence. Like, what did he say to her? Like, because she was pissed off when they confronted him, right? Like, where did that go? Emily Blunt blacks out,
Yeah, she just let.
and then she just left.
She became complacent there at the end.
Yeah.
And just let Justin Theroux just beat the shit out of Emily Blunt.
Yeah, it didn't feel like,
And you're like,
consistent
why?
at all.
You just found out that your husband was cheating on you.
Yeah.
Why are you just like letting him just do whatever he wants with?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go upstairs and watch from the window. Oh, you made a move, Emily Blunt? Okay, I'll join in then, I guess. It's like, where's your
That's
confidence?
weird, yeah.
Like, she had, like, it felt like the character wasn't consistent.
I would agree with
Well,
That's just me. Craziness.
so we should. Moving on.
that. I do want to give a shout out to Birth of a Nation movie that as we're moving on
Okay.
topic. Sorry.
Okay.
It came out this week, and if you guys do want to see our review, we gave a non-spoiler review of that movie in our TIFF special. So if you guys do want to hear that review, go back a couple episodes. We already reviewed it.
Motherfucker.
So, with that out of the way, let's move on into our news topics. first trailer we're going to discuss, a little movie called Get Out.
Mm.
And I'm not just talking to you, Ty.
Okay. Saw the eye contact there. It didn't feel good.
But Ty, what do you feel about this movie Get Out?
This is the first time I've seen the trailer. We watched the trailer just before we started recording. First time I'd seen it. I heard Jordan Peele was doing a new flick. Watched it. I don't know what to think of it. I legitimately do not know if it is a comedy, if it is a thriller,
That's gotta be a thriller.
if it's a joke. I have no idea.
I think he directed it on a joke, on a dare or something. He must have.
Because I really don't know what this is. When they hit, like in the trailer, they hit the deer. I was like, okay, oh shit, it's a thriller, okay. But then every scene after that was just had like an undertone of comedy. It was just like, okay, I don't know. I need to know what you guys think so I can change my opinion because I have literally no idea.
Yeah, I'll comment on that. Like, it's kind of funny you mentioned the deer thing.
Yeah,
I hate that in trailers when it's like, oh, like happy-go-lucky, everyone's like happy, and then like
boom,
the car hits some like cheap like okay a deer they hit a deer and then the tone changes because of that. I'm like, that's just such a common
now
like,
we
cliche.
know.
We get it, but I will say like those moments where it's supposed to be like freaky, I guess.
Yeah,
I just wanted to burst out laughing.
it seemed funny.
It was weird, like, but I guess that's what he was trying to do.
It's a new style of comedy, I guess. I don't know because he's supposed to be revolutionary. He's supposed to be like this. He's supposed to have a great mind. You know, he's great in skits. He's good at writing. He's supposed to have like this mind, and I don't.
It's a mind.
He has one. I don't know what this is, guys.
I'll jump in.
Okay.
Pretty much agree with you guys. Like, I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm speechless. It has that like M. Night Shyamalan like unintentionally funny vibe, like The Visit.
Yeah, or
Blumhouse, right?
Split was it, or what's the
Split? Yeah.
It looks like Split.
Right.
That tone.
You're just like, is this just so bad that it's laugh out loud, or is he trying to be funny? Like, my theory with M. Night Shyamalan is after The Visit was so bad, he said it was a comedy, but I don't think it was supposed to be.
Did he actually say that?
Well, it's like it's branded as a comedy.
Okay.
On like the case, it says like comedy horror and shit.
Okay.
There's no way.
The Visit?
The Visit with the grandma.
It says comedy horror.
Like on IMDb, comedy horror.
No.
Yeah, it's rated as comedy horror.
What?
Now, after it's
There's
out,
no way.
there's literally no fucking way. But I think, but in this case, obviously being Peele, he probably must be semi-intentional. I think, right?
I'm thinking so.
I think.
It has to be.
But I think it could be good. Like, I love how the trailer was cut. I think it's a good trailer. Could be a piece of shit. I think it's probably polishing a turd. But I thought the trailer was cut really well. Like, all the visuals were sick. It was like David Lynchian, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll clarify. Like, I didn't really say whether I liked it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has potential. It could be good.
Yeah.
And that weird like Stepford Wives, but it's like white people like being crazy vibe. I just like, you don't know why everyone in this town is like, they have something against black people, I guess.
Yeah.
This is weird mystery, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. It has potential. And yeah, the visuals, like the scene where the guy's getting like hypnotized and she's telling him to like sink in his chair and he like sinks into the chair.
And that like skeleton deer thing is like in his face and he's like, what? Amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think there were some cool visuals. And just the shot of him just like crying, like eyes open, wide open. I was like, oh shit.
I wonder if we didn't know Peele directed it, would we be thinking this way? And would we just think it looked like a good horror movie?
If it said M. Night Shyamalan, I'd be like, all right.
And we know exactly what this is.
Right. What if it just say you didn't know the director?
If I didn't know the director, I'd still feel like it was. I feel like it would be a bad horror then, a bad horror thriller. But now that I know that Peele is involved, it's like bad horror comedy.
Yeah, I think it's polishing a turd. Like, I think it's a really well made trailer, but I can see it just being like a don't breathe schlock piece of shit, which the horror community fucking loves. All my friends are into horror. They're like, Adam, please watch the Get Out trailer. It's like It's the next Don't Breathe. It's a fucking horror instant classic. I hate horror fans. Just want to put that out there.
Do you hate Don't Breathe now? I
didn't think you hated it.
Oh, 2.5.
Really? Shit.
No, 2.
Two?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Huh.
It's not good, obviously.
Oh,
Oh, obviously.
fucking
Tim.
I'll be brief. I'm intrigued.
Okay.
I also Googled Jordan Peele to see if there's a director out there that also share their same name.
Oh, that'd be
Because
good.
I was baffled that Jordan Peele of Keen Peele is making like a horror movie, and I was like, "There's
That's
got to be a mistake." And I googled it. I was like, "Nope, it's him."
No, that's it. Did it
I
say...
do want to know the story behind why. It does feel like a dare.
Yeah, it feels like
You can't make this.
Can you imagine?
Or I feel like it could have started as a sketch,
that's what I'm thinking. It seems like a sketch.
like about like a black guy with like a white girlfriend going to meet the parents, like the
Yeah.
white
And
crazy
they're all just
white
like
family.
white suburbs. That, like,
Yeah,
And they're all like super racist.
and
Yeah.
he's like,
Fuck.
you know what? I can make this into a horror thriller.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Yeah, the fuck I will. And then he did.
What was the reason behind directing this, Jordan? I lost a bet. And,
So it was me and
I bet you can't make this into a horror thriller.
Keegan and I were sitting down,
Yeah.
and he'd had a couple, and then he just dared me to make this movie. So, enjoy.
Let's move on to our next trailer.
sick. Wait and see when the movie comes out.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. I'll see it.
A movie that's getting a lot of buzz. Oscar potential for its lead actress.
Oh, Power Rangers, yes.
No, John Wick.
Oh.
No, Jackie, starring Natalie Portman. Got a little trailer that came out this week. I want to know your guys' thoughts about this movie about Jackie Kennedy. Tim, what are your thoughts?
Looks pretty good. She looks awesome. I've heard amazing things from her for her performance. And the trailer's not as like biopic-y as I thought it'd be. There's like this overtone of like depression just kind of looming over the whole thing. So it's different than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like all like shiny and Hollywood biopic-y, but looks like there's some art to this movie.
Yeah, it looked more art house,
Yeah.
like indie, than like full biopic.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
So it'll be interesting. It's been a while since she's done something good, so let's see it.
Interesting.
Adam, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Tim. I do not like the old true biopic, substance over style, Sully type of shit, but this doesn't look like that. We had what we call cinematography skills in this trailer.
Yeah.
This shot of her walking through that like meadow with the sunset and
Yeah.
just lens flare or whatever.
Woo!
Amazing.
Even just I really love the shot of her just like sitting, sort of at the end of the trailer, sitting next to the casket, and just like she's having this like quiet moment, and like everyone around her is like talking.
Yeah.
Like I love
And
I
the
love that
misty, just that atmosphere was like visually really cool. I was not expecting that whatsoever. I'm sure she'll be great. Everyone's buzzing about her getting nominated for it.
Yeah, Best Actress buzz she's getting,
100%.
and it's interesting. Like, it's also being produced by or distributed by Fox Searchlight. Let me just double check that. Distributed, and they're the same. They're also doing Birth of a Nation,
Right.
and they're sort of apparently it seems like they're switching gears from, because Birth of a
No.
Nation was this big front runner since Sundance
Yeah.
for like Oscar consideration, but now because of all this controversy, it's not doing so good in the box office.
What?
Critically,
Really?
not as good as some might have earlier anticipated. They're now kind of shifting their focus to
They're
Jackie,
pushing Jackie now.
pushing Jackie in the Oscars. So
That's fucked. You know how much money they spent on Birth of a Nation? Most expensive Sundance bought
17 million,
film.
right?
Yeah.
That's so messed up. Like
Wow.
this movie, like this movie, this guy like just gave his
Poured his life
life
into.
for. He's like, oh man, this story about a young black guy. It's not this story's not. Quickly, let's endorse one about an old white lady. Quickly,
Yeah.
let's do it. Forget about that one we just did.
Savage.
Listen to this.
that's a pretty big turnaround, I guess, racially.
Remember presidents? Quickly, remember
Old white people.
the Kennedy? Quickly.
Well,
Cover our tracks.
I just found that interesting, especially considering that Birth of a Nation came out this week, and then this trailer came out this week, and that they're sort of like
how quickly they've done that. Yeah,
switching gears. almost.
interesting.
Because I feel like Birth of a Nation is kind of crashing and burning a little bit.
Uh-uh.
It's not getting the same buzz it used to get.
Chicken the heart.
But overall, I'm looking forward to seeing Jackie. Because honestly, when I saw, maybe it was a poster or something, or saw that there was this movie, Natalie Portman playing Jackie Kennedy, I was like, I don't care. Like, why do I care?
Right.
But
Same.
it currently holding 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
If we're gonna watch a movie about Kennedys, we're gonna watch one about Jackie Kennedy. Really? Like that's kind of what I thought about when I first. Like, you know, like there's so much more that we could, like, if you flip it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, we could watch. There's another Kennedy story that, you know, but the trailer itself seems like the Joy trailer, just shot better.
So nothing to do with the subject matter.
Well, to me,
Joy.
it seems like it's like a bunch. Like we know the story. Like that's kind of the difference between this and the Joy trailers. Like we know what this is. The Joy is just like, it was like a bunch of clips of this strong, empowered woman. Like, again, just boom, 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 and like ending with a it seemed a lot like that. Which to me it looked good, but it didn't really grab me as much as I wanted it to. It was just a whole bunch of like smaller
That's a good,
clips.
way to...
Right, I could just
Natalie Portman didn't grab you the way you wanted her to.
Oh, definitely not the way I want. Anyways, moving on. It just I'm intrigued, but I'm weary just because I'm just how much it reminds me of the Joy trailer. So it's just like
It'll be better than Joy. I'll say that right now.
yeah. I have no doubt that it will be. It's just I'm kind of on the fence though, just because of the way they did that.
Did you give your thoughts, Adam?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
I don't remember.
Sensibly.
It's just so
You said
forgettable.
something. All right, let's move on then
Fuck me.
to our next trailer. 2 more trailers. Firstly, let's talk about Power Rangers.
So bang.
Must we?
A new Power Rangers
We
film
must.
is coming out, and there was a trailer that dropped, and now we're going to talk about it, Tim. And you're going to be the first one to talk about it.
Is this written by Max Landis?
Yep.
No way. It is.
Gone back to Chronicle where the kids find like a rock with powers.
It is not written by Max Landis.
I thought
Oh.
it was. I thought he like.
You can go to his Twitter.
Story.
Okay, so there's a Twitter thing going on.
Okay.
Max Landis apparently wrote a script for, I don't know who's doing Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
he's not on the IMDb credit.
Who's
I thought he
producing it?
Well,
The company, is it?
I don't know. I was gonna say the writers.
It has to be like
There's
Fox.
1, 2, 3,
Probably.
4,
This seems
5,
very Fox,
6
yeah.
writers, and I think that's what he tweeted. They brought in a team and like bodied him out.
So they brought him in to write a Power Rangers script, and he did, and I guess he felt it was good.
You don't say.
I mean, that's what he said. I mean, I don't trust anything he
It
said.
was probably incredible.
And then they said it wasn't good enough or
Fuck
whatever,
them.
so then they got these other 6 writers to come in, and they basically wrote Chronicle according to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? That's his
It
stance
pretty much
on?
looks like Chronicle.
They just made it look like Chronicle.
That's baffling.
Movie looks like garbage.
Garbage.
Looks like Transformers.
Transformers.
You know why it looks like Transformers?
No.
All those
Yeah.
Dutch angles.
Yeah.
Did you
the
guys
shot
notice
of the-
that?
Of the high school, I think is the first one that I noticed. I'm like, this looks like Transformers.
Why are they doing a Dutch
Michael
angle?
Bay. Did Michael Bay direct this?
Looks like garbage. That's
Um,
all I got. Looks terrible.
Who is the director?
He directed Project Almanac from last year. Little indie time travel movie produced by the one and only Michael Bay.
It is?
Yeah. His name's
Interesting.
Dean Israelite.
Okay, so him and I have a very different definition of the term teaser trailer.
Yes, me as well.
Because
Thank you
teaser
for-
trailer is like, correct me if I'm wrong, it's supposed to be like no more than like a 30 to 45 second
And the good
at
old days.
most. At most, with like a lot of questions being left. Whereas this, they pretty much just showed everything they were going to do, showed how it started, who the people are, who the villain is. They gave you everything.
You know?
So
They
This
pretty much
is-
showed us everything except the actual suits.
even that we got a taste of that
Yeah,
at the
a
end
little
as
bit
well.
of a
Well, don't worry, they released the suits.
Oh yeah, we got
They
pictures of them
released
already.
the photos.
We already know.
posters. So.
Sorry, my mistake.
So-
In action, I meant.
So
Yes, yes.
they're already off to a terrible start. Like they've doomed themselves to fail with their first trailer. So
Well done.
I am, kudos, because we were already hoping for you to do amazing. But
Well, one thing that they didn't reveal,
Yes. Scott?
Zordon,
My boy?
Bryan
Zordon?
Cranston, was not
okay.
revealed in this
And
trailer.
no Bill Hader. Whatever the fuck he is, that robot
Like
thing.
Alpha something.
Sorry, Bill Hader's in this movie?
Blue.
He's a voice, I guess.
Yeah,
Voices of
Yeah,
a
Alpha,
robot.
that weird like saucer dish robot that lives with Zordon.
Saucer dish robot.
Kinda, yeah.
Alpha 5.
Alpha 5.
All right.
This movie looks like...
Flop.
Complete shit.
Shit.
It looks like if...
Shitty?
What was that Dragon Ball movie?
Oh,
Dragon
Dragon Ball
Ball-
Evolution.
Dragon Ball Revolution?
Evolution.
Evolution? Dragon Ball Z Evolution?
Fuck
Dragon Ball
Transformers.
Evolution? Mixed with Avatar, Last Airbender, mixed with Transformers. Like... it's like... It fits... If that was like... If there was like a box set of like shitty like adaptations... like...
Shitty
This
toy
would fit in
adaptations.
with Last Airbender, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like watching the scene, like where they're in the classroom, and then like thinking back to when Shia LaBeouf was in his classroom. For some reason, the two scenes, like just one looks a little lighter, one's a little darker, but it looks like the exact same sort of tone setting. Like,
Probably same set.
Yeah, basically everything about this movie is just derivative. Like, there's nothing original here, nothing we haven't seen before. What are you doing to this movie to differentiate it from everything else we're seeing? Like, do something different. It's clearly not. I don't give a shit about this movie.
I'm not looking forward to
It
this.
looks
Just
bad.
You're what?
To finish up, I'm not looking forward to
They
this.
say you were.
It looks
No.
bad.
If Max Landis had written it, I would have.
They kept him on board.
I would have definitely kept an open mind about it. For this,
Actually, so I just clued in. It sounds like they saw Chronicle and brought him in and said, "Please write Chronicle again." And he wrote his own movie. And they're like, "Okay, you're retarded. You're fired. We're gonna bring someone else in who will remake Chronicle."
Right.
That's
bastards.
baffling, disgusting. Well, good news. If you haven't seen Chronicle, you're about to see it again. Apparently,
To me,
but
it's,
shit.
to me, this sounds like fucking Thomas
Shit
Edison
Chronicle?
fucking over Nicholas Tesla.
It's on the
That's
same
exactly
level.
what this is.
I do have a lot of nostalgia. I love Power Rangers when I
Did
was
you
a
just
kid.
call Max Landis Nikola
I
Tesla?
did. I did.
Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But yes, I have nostalgia for it as well.
So I was excited that, well, excited is a strong word. I was curious. Looks so generic and fucking Transformers-y. Like, I think Michael Bay just puts his director proteges through like a school on like how to make their movies.
This is how you
look like
shoot
his.
it. This is make sure you put Dutch angle every second.
You need to
shot.
have this quota of explosions. And if it's not there, just give up.
The TMNT movies look like Michael Bay movies. This and Project Almanac looked like Michael Bay movies, just like glossy, like good looking, like squeaky clean teens. Like, ugh. I don't know.
Everything's shiny.
Maybe the next trailer will like
No.
improve.
No.
I think with
Doubtful.
if I just want to see some action sequences, see the suits in action. My nostalgia is holding out a glimmer of hope, but
I had little
Probably
nostalgia for this, like very little.
okay,
Whatever this was, just shot that in the face.
good.
It's
Okay.
dead
Yeah, this isn't this. I feel
Good,
like there's
good.
nothing here that connects
to what we know.
to that my childhood.
Yeah.
Watching Power Rangers, that
Well, they
like,
didn't-
cheesy like.
To be fair, they didn't show anything Power Ranger-y other than Rita Repulsa. Like, they didn't show the suits, they didn't show Zord, they didn't show Alpha 5, they didn't show the Gundam type things.
Megazord?
Megazord. Wow.
Best toy I ever had growing up.
Me too.
Mhm.
Where like the legs came off and he transformed it into
So
like.
that's what I'm saying. Trailer 2,
Sick.
once they hit those, like, hallmarks of Power Rangers, maybe it'll boost some nostalgia.
Still won't be good.
I feel like it's
No way.
slapping it in the
Alright.
face.
No, I agree.
I think they'll try.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it'll be
But it will
good,
fail.
but at least I'm hoping there'll be some form of nostalgia. Like, that just might be enough for me to be like, oh, that was cute. Alright, I'll cut myself.
High hopes. High hopes.
I guess we'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait
We'll
and
just
see.
have to wait and see, I guess, right, guys?
Let's move on into our last trailer. We're going to talk about John Wick Chapter 2, starring Keanu Reeves. Common. Lawrence Fishburne?
Oh,
Anyone?
yeah.
Tyler,
Morpheus and Neo back together.
what are your thoughts on John Wick Chapter 2?
I am very excited. This is a guy with guns in a suit with a nice car, destroying everything, being a badass. The trailer was perfect, scored amazingly well. Like the sound, like the song to it was just beautiful. Don't know what Fishburne's doing there, but I'm excited. Yeah, I'm so in. He's got a new dog. This is great.
He's got Pitbull.
He's got was it a pit bull?
I think so, yeah.
It looked actually, now I think about it, did look like a pit bull.
It can defend itself.
I'm very excited.
You're not the little wussy dog yet.
No, little
Stiff
bitch dog couldn't take
bull.
care of itself. No,
You can't even take a bullet to the face.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
yeah, like you gotta defend yourself, dog.
Come on now. Tim, how do you feel about John Wick
I'm
Chapter 2?
hyped up.
Well, I feel great things about John Wick. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
This movie looks great. Can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Really?
Yeah.
You're hype.
I'm hyped. The first one came out of nowhere. Surprised everyone who saw it.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves found like this great character, and I think if he goes back to it, and it seems it's the whole creative team is back for it as well. Same director, same writer, I think as well. Looks great.
But are they going to do anything different?
It looks a little bit different.
Well,
It takes place in Europe.
if you think about it, hey,
That is different.
here's the thing. In the first one, they really didn't show a whole lot. They laid the groundwork for a lot of movies to follow. Like, they gave you a taste of whatever that hotel was.
Yeah.
Whatever the agency was working for was. All the agents. They didn't really give you a whole lot. They introduced you to a lot of things. But there's not anything that they actually did. So in this one, what they're doing is they're just expanding on what they've laid down. Which I think is perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I said that earlier, but I am looking forward to this movie. I feel like there's an interesting, like, mythos, I guess you could say, that they sort of laid in the first one of, like, the sort of assassin, like, guild, I guess you could say. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing them delve more into that. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I like the action in the previous one, so this looks very similar. That kind of fast paced, like he's playing COD or something. He's just like,
almost gorilla, like almost gorilla sort of like gorilla, but like cleaned up.
interesting.
We're somewhat like
Awkward
Interesting
silence.
word.
it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's gorilla.
yeah.
It's not clean.
It's
It's
not
not
quite
like,
orangutan. It's a little bit more gorilla. Adam, what are your thoughts on Chapter 2? Man, the myth, the legend.
It looks pretty sweet, pretty fun action movie. I think pretty fun. Looks like John Wick again, but in Rome. When in Rome,
do as
as
the
the Romans do.
do as the Keanu
he's
does.
got a pit bull. Boop, boop. Yeah,
That's it.
Do you guys
I'm
you guys
fine,
don't
I
get
don't care.
the Taken like vibe, like this
Oh, I
this
get the
franchise
Taken
is
vibe.
going the whole Taken route.
it could
Like-
definitely be Taken 2.
No, because like we didn't get
Taking
anything but a
number two.
plot in this at all. Like we don't know why he's back doing stuff.
What if it's?
It's not like, hey,
similar.
your dog got murdered again.
That
cool.
would be Taken 2.
Yeah,
No.
but you don't see that. You just see him. He's
Wait,
tangled up in this thing for some reason.
what if that is the plot?
I'm okay with it.
If the pit bull gets killed and he just goes on a rampage, fuck off.
What if it is like Taken 2, where this time Keanu gets captured and
The
it's
dog
the
has to
dog
save
that
him.
has to save him?
I'm in.
There is a movie.
I'm definitely.
I am in.
There is a movie.
That would be gangster.
But I don't necessarily mean like exactly like plot similarities between like the first film in the franchise and the
Like
second
tone
film.
wise.
I just mean like there was this like new kind of like you're taking an action, movie but you're putting like maybe someone you wouldn't expect in that role. Like I realized Keanu did Neo and stuff, but like an older star doing like an action movie that kind of came out of nowhere, surprised a lot of people with it actually being good, like Taken and John Wick, right? And then them just with the Taken franchise just going like off the rails, like for
Doing
the
the
next
same
like
thing
couple
for-
movies,
yeah.
just like going downhill. Like I fear that with John Wick.
Me too.
So for me, I'm on the fence. I'm mildly excited, but I don't want to be too
I
excited.
will say same directors, which gets me hyped because the first one was very well directed, like visually, and obviously the choreography of all the gun fu or whatever they call it, gun fu, right?
Gun
Kata, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm optimistic, but I totally get what you mean. Like,
I'm fearful.
They already said it's a trilogy, so that scares me.
Yeah, they announced John Wick 3's happening.
I get where you're coming from, Scott, but I think that it is what they did with Taken, and John Wick, I feel, is almost more artistic than Taken was. So it seems like it's going to be more than just like a boom, 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 boom action movie. I think there's going to be like there wasn't like the cinematography in Taken, I don't think, was anything spectacular, anything out of the ordinary. Whereas John Wick, I think, was.
Taken's not good.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the Taken. I thought they were decent movies. But this, I feel like this is, I would not compare it to Taken. I can see similarities.
Taken done well, maybe.
Yeah, like it's just I wouldn't compare them, in my mind at least.
Or it's a slightly raised level of like art to John Wick.
Yeah,
Isn't
no,
it?
I would agree with that.
Jason Statham type movies.
Mm.
All right,
So there's that.
Tim, did you give your thoughts? You did.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're just
I'm
owning
just
up, Scott.
losing it.
Scott, did you give your thoughts?
Did two more stuff?
He did.
I did give my thoughts, but yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode of the Up Real Late podcast.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate. You can find us on YouTube and iTunes at UpRealLate, and you can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpRealLate Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTye, T-Y-E.
You can find me, Adam, at Franny25 on Twitter, and on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
You can find myself at UpRealScott on Letterboxd. Hi, what the fuck? I'll not share with the listeners what Ty was just doing.
Tim had this out.
He may or may not have had his pants on.
What?
Yeah, guys, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Leave a comment below, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, keep it real.